Hey guys, Miles here with xda-TV, and both the HTC U Ultra and LG V20 have secondary displays, so who does it better? The HTC U Ultra has a 2-inch 160 by 1040 display, and the LG V20 also has a 2.1-inch 160 by 1040 display. Both displays are sharp given the size, and there's no overall pixely look to either of them. Now the main thing that you'll notice is that the LG V20 has an always-on secondary display, while the HTC U Ultra will only have the screen on when you receive a notification. I prefer the V20's always-on display much more, like you don't ever have to turn the phone on to see the time and date, as well as the battery status, plus you can see when apps are updating and stuff like that. Now you can turn on the secondary screen on the U Ultra while the main display is off, but it'll only stay on for about 15 seconds, so there's no way to make it stay on forever, and it won't be on when the main display is off automatically. Both secondary screens use app shortcuts. The V20 lets you access 5 and the U Ultra lets you access 6. Personally, the difference of 1 isn't a deal breaker to me, but one thing that I really like about the U Ultra display is that when you have an HTC theme set, it puts those icons from that theme onto the secondary display. So as you can see here, I have the pixel icons up here in the secondary display. So overall, the use of app shortcuts is something that you kind of have to remember that it's there and break out of your habit of just going to the home screen, but it's a pretty cool feature and it's something that I can see myself using a lot. Now, one thing that the V20 has that the U Ultra doesn't is a daily timeout feature. You just have to set the time of day for it to turn off and when you want it to turn back on. Now, honestly, I'd have no use for a feature like this, but I'm sure other people probably would. But maybe LG included this as a way to sort of prolong the battery life. Like maybe you're towards the end of the day and the battery is getting really low, well, you can have it automatically turn off at those times to preserve a little extra juice. Now, given that I live in the Midwest, something that I always gotta be on the lookout for is the weather, especially in this time of the year. Now, unlike the V20, the HTC U Ultra has a weather widget for the secondary display. Now, the only thing that confuses me here is why it doesn't show the weather in degrees. The only thing that it displays is the time of day, of course only in military time, and whether the skies are clear or not. This is honestly pretty stupid, and they shouldn't have included it if you can't edit the way it works, let alone show the actual weather at all. Overall, the LG V20 has a much more friendly user experience. It allows for much more personalization with the things like the signature widget, the recent apps, and in general more customizability. With daily driving both of these phones, I found myself using and enjoying the experience of the V20 a lot more, and I'd highly recommend the V20 over the U Ultra if you're looking for a second screen phone.